Hey everybody, this is Alpha Zero again. I'm gonna do a review on the new episode of Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon Crystal. In other words, Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Crystal. Now, I really must apologize for this review to come up a little late as usual, but you know, this episode actually came out pretty well. I mean, pretty nice, and this gives me more time to tease all of you new Sailor Moon watchers. You know, I am not trying to be mean right now, but you know how I am. I can't give you any details, except those who actually watched the old Sailor Moon and read the manga would know what I'm talking about. So if anything, I like to get started right away. Okay, at the beginning we see to it that Mars gets abducted, you know, and Sailor Moon's trying to talk Chibiusa and trying to interrogate her in an ugly way, except Luna stops her and says, "You gotta calm down, okay? You gotta calm down. If you try to go hard on her, you're not gonna get any information out of this girl." And Chibiusa ran off. As for Sailor Moon, or Usagi, she goes home being a little upset and emotional because Mars got abducted. Pretty obvious. And after that, we see to it that Luna goes to Mamoru's house and tells her, "Hey, can you help me out? We need to get this girl, you know." And therefore, Mamoru brings her to her home, and there's a little dream about Chibiusa thinking of her mother and father. And y'all be telling me, who's the mom and dad? You're gonna find out probably, like, at least, hopefully, I don't know how long it's gonna take, you know, but you're gonna find out soon enough. Some of y'all might be so mad at me right now, going like, "Tell us already," but I ain't gonna tell you, okay? No way. I'm trying to be spoil-free as possible and only reveal the information that's only revealed in each episode. That's all I can do for you. And so far, we see to it that after a couple things here and there, we kind of had a little, well, there's a little scuffle with Mercury lately, you know. She's been thinking about who's the Black Moon Clan, why they after Chibiusa, etc., you know. And you know that crystal hanging around Chibiusa's neck or something, that seems to be important somehow, along with that key. Now y'all be wondering, what is that key? Can't tell you yet. Y'all, I'm pretty sure I enjoy teasing all of you right now, but I like to be who I am, okay? As it continues on with its progression, you see to it that Mercury is thinking about a couple things, you know, like she realized something was wrong at the school and realized the pipe might be broken. And I forgot to mention that one of the sisters, I think Berthia, I believe, all I know is she's all in blue. One of the Dark Clan Moon members. That's pretty much one of the sisters. She pretty much is trying to stir up trouble after a little talk. I forgot to mention about the guy, Prince Diamond or Diamante. I forgot the fool's name. All I know is like Sapphire was actually did not enjoy what Diamante was doing due to the fact that he's being aggressive, but Rubius would be loyal to him no matter what it is. He couldn't get Sailor Mars to talk, but one of the sisters that's in all blue, I believe, she's gonna step up and cause some major ruckus now. And she did by going to the school and possibly mess up the pipeline. And as for Mercury, she is swimming and gets interrupted by Naru and Usagi itself. But I forgot to mention another scene about Mamoru being Chibiusa at Usagi's home. Usagi looks really upset about this, and Mamoru tells her everything right now and says, "We gotta help her out, you know." And Usagi looks kind of reluctant. She's trying to push herself away from Mamoru. Well, the way I looked at it or perceived it, you know. Sorry for being very disorganized right now. I really am. So after that, let's get back to Sailor Mercury, Usagi, and Naru swimming at the pool. After swimming at the pool, we see to it that this girl, Berthia, or I forgot her name, the one all dressed in blue, you know, light blue, she pretty much is known to be the third ranked chess player in the world, and she challenges Amy Mizuno, or should I say Mercury, and after playing a couple things, she was just playing with her mind and using the black crystal as a cheating move, trying to figure out like where this person's gonna make your move, you know. And she was feeling Mercury with so much doubt right now, and I go like, hey, you trying to be cheap right now? That's not cool. And after a couple things here and there, we see to it that Usagi yells out, which is really annoying because when someone's playing chess, you must not interrupt them. That's one thing for sure. And Mercury becomes happy about this and moves on. And there was a backstory about her mother and father being divorced and seeing how her father went away, you know. But she says, like, even so I will get separated, but the memories I have and the love I share with all my friends and everyone else, they're not going to fade away. And I go like, that's right. Because sometimes all those good stuff you have, you're best to keep it in your heart no matter what. And after all that, she managed to put her into checkmate. However, Berethir or something, or the girl dressed in all blue, I forgot her name, is escaped and fights Sailor Mercury outside, you know. As for Usagi, Minako, and Mako-chan are like fighting inside, you know. We see to it that Mercury takes her on and fights, you know. But after a couple seconds or minutes, she gets defeated and hurled up into a ball-like water thing, just like Mars, except Mars was wrapped up in fire. And Minako, Usagi, and Mako-chan managed to make it in time, but Usagi defeats her and she dies. So pretty much, like, we all should know, like, she's only there for a little bit, and she's just filling fodder or something probably. And after the defeat, Rubius comes up and kidnaps Mercury. This upsets Usagi, screaming out Mercury's name and something like that. And while Chibiusa's just watching in the distance, wondering what Mamoru says. Is Sailor Moon strong? She asks Mamoru. Mamoru says, yeah, she's invincible, you know, etc. Yeah, I'm very sorry for being very disorganized, everyone. Something came up and a couple things here and there. So forgive me on that. So that this episode came out alright, you know, nothing much going on, but I want to see where this is gonna go from then on. So looking forward to next episode, you know. This one's gonna be about Jupiter. Like, she's been on my attention list for a while too. I'm not gonna lie, okay. So I'm gonna end it here, people. I think my next review should be between Abnormal 02 or Durara Season 2. But I think Durara will come in, hopefully though. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm out for 0, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys later, alright? Peace out. Bye bye.